give like criminal referral. Jesus. Like, really? I mean, come on. Everybody was happy with him until this came out. Now it's not it's not politics. It's just the right thing to do at this point when you have 11 women that have made substantiated claims against you. And you want to tell me that you're fucking Italian. So, whatever gesture we're talking about here is just a cultural difference. In New York, get the fuck out of here. I don't believe that for a second. So let's talk about Andrew Cuomo real quick. Andrew Cuomo should probably just fucking resign. Like, whenever I was asked about this when the accusations first started against Andrew Cuomo, but now that the investigation has really fleshed out, he really, really should resign. Like, I said that he should resign to begin with because at that point the office had been so tarnished, and the way he was handling it was so bad that it was like, all right, dude, you really should just step away. That you are generally just poison. Now there's an easy target. Yes, for sure. Andrew Cuomo is really awful person. He did really well, I think, through the coronavirus stuff, and everybody was really impressed with him, but then it turned bad. He's the definition of a milkshake duck at this point. So, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, months-long fall from grace, reached a nadir Tuesday when investigators said that they substantiated sexual harassment allegations against him from 11 women, many of whom have worked for him. Cuomo, once widely beloved for his telegenic response to the coronavirus pandemic, continues to deny the allegations and maintains he isn't going anywhere, but his political future might soon be out of his own hands. Here are the takeaways from the report of the Cuomo's response, along with what happens next. What was Cuomo accused of doing? Multiple women accused Cuomo of sexual harassment and assault. The public allegations, which started in December and cascaded over the winter, ranged from inappropriate comments to forced kisses and groping. Ugh. Did the Attorney General's probe find Cuomo guilty? Well, no. A probe can't find anyone guilty. That's for a judge and jury to decide. Plus, the probe was civil, not criminal in nature, but investigators did find the 11 women were telling the truth about Cuomo's behavior and that Cuomo created a hostile work environment rife with fear and intimidation. This is the question. Will Cuomo be charged? State Attorney General Letitia James, who oversaw the probe, said that there will be no criminal referral. What? What? Are you shitting me? Hang on, let's continue. But local police and prosecutors can use the evidence and findings to build their own cases. What are you doing, Letitia James? Give, like, criminal referral. Jesus. Like, really? I mean, come on. I don't know, maybe his actions didn't rise to the level of criminal action. Maybe it was just kind of like a workplace problem, more like a civil issue. But, I mean, come on. But the district attorney... Okay, wait, hold on. The district attorney in New York's capital, Albany, said Tuesday he was requesting James' investigative materials encouraged victims to come forward. Cuomo told the public to wait to judge him until the investigation was complete. What does he say now? Cuomo is more defiant than ever. Of course. Disputing allegations in a taped response and saying the facts are much different than what has been portrayed, and that he never touched anyone inappropriate or made inappropriate sexual advances. He also alleged that the investigation itself was fueled by politics and bias. Okay. How is Cuomo explaining his behavior? Cuomo apologized for making staffers feel uncomfortable, but chalked up some of the allegations to misunderstandings caused by generational and cultural differences. Okay, so we're just racist against Italians. That's what's happened. Of course, This is further proof that Italians aren't people. So, while flat out denying the more serious allegations, accompanied by multiple slideshows of Cuomo and other politicians embracing members of the public, the governor said that the gesture was inherited from his parents and meant to convey warmth. Is anyone pressuring Cuomo to resign? Lots of people. President Joe Biden, once Cuomo's close ally, on Tuesday said that he didn't read the report. He thought Cuomo should quit. Because even if... Hang on. Because even if the these allegations are to the point, like, this is politics. This is the way politics works. It's not like he's out of a job or anything like that. I don't believe that they're lying. Obviously, they're telling the truth, is what they say. And he's saying that, oh, I'm Italian, so it's all cool or whatever. You can put money on him having an extensive support network throughout New York State government, plus probably a good bit of dirt he can use for leverage against potential troublemakers. I mean, that's probably true, but I think that he's going to be tarnished. He doesn't have to quit. But he probably should, because he's not getting fucking reelected. And if he, oh my God, if he does, Jesus Christ, that's weird in New York. But anyway, both U.S. senators for New York, Chuck Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand, say he should resign. So does the U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, the governors of neighboring New Jersey, blah, blah, blah. All these people are saying you should probably just kind of resign, okay? The state assembly has the power to bring impeachment charges against Cuomo and aims to wrap up its own probe as quickly as possible, according to the speaker, Carl Heastie, a Democrat who said it's clear Cuomo could no longer remain in office. And here's the thing, is that it's all these Democrats that are saying that Cuomo should resign. So I don't understand his what's it called? I don't understand his allegation that it's fueled particularly by bias and politics, because it's people on his team. All these people that were on his team, that were close allies, that were, behind him 100% because of the way he handled the coronavirus pandemic. We were all happy with that. And then all of this came out and it was like, okay, you're done. Like, it's not politics. It's not like somebody's gunning for his seat. Everybody was happy with him until this came out. Now it's not politics. It's just the right thing to do at this point. When you have 11 women that have made substantiated claims against you, and you want to tell me that you're fucking Italian. So, whatever gesture we're talking about here is just a cultural difference. In New York, get the fuck out of here. I don't believe that for a second. The state assembly has the power to bring impeachment charges against Cuomo, blah, 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 blah. Why can't New Yorkers just recall Cuomo? This isn't California. New York has no mechanism to remove elected officials via recall. Oh, interesting. Fine. How does impeachment work? New York, impeachment start in the assembly. If a majority of the members vote to impeach Cuomo, the matter moves to the impeachment court. In this case, the court would comprise the state senate minus the majority leader, and the 7 judges of the highest court. 2/3 of the court would need to vote to convict to remove Cuomo. Has Governor of New York been impeached? Once, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about all that. If Cuomo leaves office, who would become governor? Kathy Hochul, a 62-year-old lieutenant governor, the Democrat of Western New York, once served in Congress, but has limited public profile in the state. Yeah, I knowing that this person, who I've never heard of before, and apparently is widely unknown outside of New York, maybe, or even in New York, because nobody gives a fuck about local politics anyway. It's ridiculous to assume that this has any kind of political bearing. You can put, oh wait, I already read that one, but you can. It's ridiculous to say that it is a political move to remove Cuomo when all the people gunning for him are Democrats. I think it's him putting up a strong front to maintain his influence best he can. He knows he's busted, but he's still a legend in his own mind. Yeah, probably. He really honestly probably doesn't believe he did anything wrong. That's also possible. You find that a lot in these cases where people are like, listen, I was drunk a little bit. She was wasted as fuck, passed out drunk, So we were both drunk. It's totally okay, yeah. So it's possible that he believes he did nothing wrong. That is possible. James is also investigating into it, whether Cuomo broke the law by having members of his staff help write and promote his pandemic leadership book, American Crisis, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about the book. If he isn't ousted, will voters have a say? So far, all signs to point to him running for a fourth term in 2022, and he has begun fundraising. Some polling earlier this year suggested that this public support for Cuomo had flipped, but not dramatically so. No other Democrats have officially issued a primary challenge on the Republican side. Possible opponents include U.S. Representative Lee Zeldin and Andrew Giuliani, son of Rudy. Oh my God. The Democrats absolutely need to primary Andrew Cuomo. If they want to keep control of New York, they need to, they have to. Because if you're stuck in a position of choosing between the son of Rudy Giuliani, melting Rudy Giuliani, and, you know, this dude that has been fucking around with women in the workplace, absolutely. They need 1,000,000% to fucking to primary that dude. Because that is a heavily blue area. It's not like the Democrats are going to lose, but if you're stuck in that position to where after all of this, despite everything, even if Andrew Giuliani is like is a terrible piece of shit, it still looks bad to elect Cuomo after this. So yeah, somebody needs to primary that motherfucker, like now. Not obviously now, but you know, in 2022, they need to he needs to be primaried. It's not like the Joe Manchin situation, where if you primary Joe Manchin, the Republicans are going to win. And it's basically just going to be the Democrats giving up a seat for no fucking reason at all. In New York, it's a completely different situation. Was this probe political? No. But let's read anyway. James has denied having any political motivations for the probe, which was authorized by Cuomo. Wait, hold on. So the probe was authorized by Cuomo, and he wants to. No, the investigation turned out in a way that I didn't like. So I don't know. So I'm gonna call it politically unbiased or whatever. What a fucking dumbass. And has not said publicly whether she is interested in running for governor. While her office oversaw the probe, it was conducted by two outside lawyers, Ann Clark and June Kim, who spoke with 197 people, including Cuomo himself. Did the investigation uncover any allegations that we didn't already know about? Yes. Ooh, according to the report, a state trooper on Cuomo's security detail said Cuomo ran his hand or fingers across her stomach and her back and kissed her on the neck, asked for her help in finding a girlfriend, and asked why she didn't wear a dress. Ugh, gross. The report also included an allegation from a woman working in an energy company who said Cuomo touched her chest at an event and brushed his hand between her shoulder and breasts. Yep, he needs to go. He's got to go. The former employee in question is Lindsay Boylan, Cuomo's first public accuser. Investigators said Cuomo's team sent reporters Boylan personnel records within hours of Boylan's December tweet alleging sexual harassment. They also said the governor's circle circulated a letter that attacked Boylan's alleged work conduct and theorized she was funded by far-right Republicans. What? Hold on. I don't know if I'm reading this incorrectly. How did Cuomo retaliate against the former employee? So the former employee accused Cuomo. Investigators said Cuomo's team sent reporters to Boylan's through... Oh, okay. So investigators... So Cuomo sent people after Boylan's personal records within hours of the tweet alleging sexual harassment. They also said the governor's circle circulated a letter that attacked Boylan's alleged work conduct and theorized she was funded by far-right Republicans. I don't hear Republicans saying anything about this. All I see this from, blame a right-wing conspiracy, right? Dog. Like, no lie. We'll get into that in a second. I want to finish this real quick, but we need to talk about Nina Turner. Because this QAnon level of conspiratorial thinking that is growing on the left is really fucking weird. Like, and they need to stop. So let's see here. What were Cuomo's accusers' responses to the report? Charlotte Bennett, a former aide to whom Cuomo personally apologized in a taped response to the findings, called the apology meaningless and said that if the governor were truly sorry, he would step down. A lawyer for two accusers called Cuomo's response laughable and manipulative. Boylan's attorney expressed gratitude toward investigators. Will Cuomo talk about this on his brother's show? Probably not. The governor's brother, Chris Cuomo, a CNN anchor, the fraternal duo, sons of the late Mario Cuomo, grabbed headlines in the early days of the pandemic for their banter on the younger Cuomo's primetime show, but Chris Cuomo has since been barred from covering his brother. Tuesday's report also detailed Chris Cuomo advised his older brother. Okay, so that's about it. Yeah. I think AP is a pretty good source. So I wouldn't challenge any of this really. But yeah, Cuomo really definitely should get out of there. But Nina Turner, okay? Hang on, let me search. Get out of here. Nina Turner. Dude. After all of our blood, sweat, and tears, the great Nina Turner was so deep and real for the corrupt electoral system. Let us not lose heart or hope. The people struggle for I'm telling you, this is not some like small fringe pack of wild morons. This is like normal thought. Even Nina Turner herself. I am going to work hard to ensure that something like this doesn't happen to another progressive candidate again. We didn't lose this race. Evil money manipulated and maligned this election. Dog. Nina Turner had twice the funding of Chantel Brown. Like, twice the funding. Okay? So, like, this whole dark money narrative, like, you can just see the echoes around evil money here. It had the attack ads that were bought, like it's literally just Jews, you know, like they're literally complaining about Jews. And like I said, it's really sad. I don't like it at all. I don't like how the QAnoners are so influential that now this has become a thing that the left does too, is that when they lose elections, they call it stealing and they and all that shit. And then I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's a waste of everyone's time. First Cuomo, now we're seeing it with Nina Turner, and it's not good. Literally twice the funding. Twice. 2 times. And they're calling the election stolen because she lost. And they're blaming campaign finance and evil money, dark money, and it's super cringe. Super cringe.